Hey crafty friends, today I'm sharing a fun way to create one layer cards that look super professional, and there's absolutely no need to add any extra layers. And even without the extra layers, these cards pack a punch. And of course, I'll be using some amazing products from Miss Ink Stamps to make it all come to life. Let's jump into it right now. For today's card, I'm starting out with an A2 size card base, and I'm going to be using this Neenah Classic Crest Solo White Ultra Thick Cardstock because it's perfect for ink blending and stamping. Now for the start of the show, we're going to be using the Storybook Alice stamp set, and we're going to be using the little Alice image today. And we'll use one of the sentiments. We're also going to be using this Circle Harlequin stencil to add a little extra interest to our card and to make it really stand out. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to place our image in our center of our cardstock, or our card front, or card base. And I'm going to put my cover on top. And we're going to go ahead and stamp down our image. I'm going to use Memento Toffee Crunch ink, because this will give us a nice no-line look and give us a nice dramatic look as well for our coloring. So there is our image all stamped out. I'm keeping this design super simple yet eye-catching by using the focal point in the center. And then I'm going to add a larger element on the outside of it to draw the eye in to make it really dramatic and more interest for that one layer card. We're going to start off by doing a little ink blending with some tumbled glass. That's going to be our first layer of color. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to lightly go right in the center and come right out with a very light hand to add color to our image. This also helps us add a little bit of depth to our one layer card. So we'll build that color out just a little bit. Let it gradually get a little bit lighter as we come out. And I do have two other examples to show you at the end of the video. All right, now that I've got that done, I'm going to bring in my circular Harlequin stencil, and I'm going to place it right over the center of our card. And we are going to come in with our tumbled glass. And we're going to come on the outside edge around where our stamped image is. It's going to draw our eye into our one layer card. We're going to peel this stencil back. All right, so we will move the stamp wheel out of the way in our sticky mat so we can do our coloring. All right, you can see how how it gets lighter in the center and then fades off, and then how the stencil helps with that. Now we're going to add some more detail, and we're going to use our Olo markers to add in some little bit of shading to our image. And we're going to start with our B2.6. So we're going to come in anywhere there's a little shadow, and I'm going to add in a little bit of line right there. And I'm going to turn it away from me, because I'm going to slightly, as best I can, flick this out away from the center. I'm going to add some more details in just a minute. Really, we're just adding a little bit of shadow and drama to our card. So we're going to go ahead and we'll do a little shadow up here. A little shadow on this side. And then I'm going to turn this. I can add a little shadow on her little headband. Now I'm going to switch to the other marker, which is our B2.4. And I'm going to flick out that color. Lightly flick out the other side. We'll just blend everything out. We'll just come up and do the headband. We can even there. And then for her little stockings, I'm actually just going to add just a little of this color in there. Where there would be that shadow. I'm going to bring in my 2.2 so we can blend that out just a little bit better. I am going to add a little bit more color in with the shadows, and we're going to add our other little details. All right, I'm going to turn around and use the B 2.0 to blend that out. I'm also going to add that B 2.0 to her top. So it's going to be our white. That's going to be my shadows up in there. And then to her apron as well. We're doing a very monochromatic card because that way it helps draw the interest and it keeps it simple for everybody to use. All right, now we're going to start adding some more details. So I've got some colored pencils. They're in the same color family, but they're a dark, medium, and a light. We're going to start with our darker color. And we are going to add in some shadow into our markers. It's just a good way to add just a little bit more detail. This is also going to help by adding our shadows and our highlights. This is just another easy way to add get that depth in there that we're going to need. I'm just coming in super lightly, not really taking over my alcohol marker. I just want to enhance that shadows. So I'm just going to add a little down here, on top of her top up here. I'm going to come in with the next lightest color, blend that. This will also help to kind of tone any stray marks that our marker didn't blend very well. This will help kind of tone that down and help it blend a little bit better. I want to concentrate on your highlights and your shadows. That's really going to help everything come together. And I find that sometimes if you stick to do a monochromatic card, that it really helps, especially with a one layer card. Sometimes it really helps to just stick to that one color family and really kind of drive that in. Just finish blending everything out here. I'm just going to color her shoes. All right, because I'm going to go over those in just a second. A little darker color. All right, I'm going to pull in just a few more colors to add to our little scene here. I'm going to start off with adding just a little bit of color to her hair. So I'm going to come around and just add in our yellow, our blonde. Just pop in a little bit of color here to help tie everything, pull everything together. Helps us to add that dimension, add a little color to her little necklace. I think now that's a cherry. But I'm looking at it, but that's okay. Now we're going to come in and I'm going to color up her shoes. I'm going to color them dark. So I'm just going to kind of add in right over where we colored that we have that blue. That way it's just it's actually a darker shade of blue now because we're layering this other color into it. But it's going to appear blacker. We're going to come in with our lightest color, lightest black here. Add a little, deepen up our shadows in that dress. Be a cast shadow right here under that plate, so we're going to add that. A little up in here. And we're going to add a little grounding by giving her a little shadow underneath her. And you can also actually add, we can add a little shadow behind her as well. It's really going to make her stand out more from the background. And that's going to give us our dimension and layers that we were talking about in the beginning. It's kind of coming right around. Sticking that shadow in the same area, or same side, not same area, but same side. I'm blending it out to let it get lighter. All right, there's that. Now, to blend that out even more, we're going to take a colorless blender and we're going to come around right up to our shadows, and then we're going to pull those out. That's going to help to cause that, give us that dimension and soften our shadows so that they're not super bold. And in your face. And just gives it that slight little halo. We can actually soften out some of the colored pencil inside of her little outfit as well. To make that a little bit subtler, more subtle. All right, the key to this now is we're going to start adding we've got our shadows laid in and we've got our midtones. So now is the point that we're going to come in and start adding our highlights to really make our card pop out. So we would have a highlight on her face and on anywhere that there's really the white. We're going to use that highlight as the whitest white of that white area to really make everything stand out more. Add some into her shirt down here. We've got it on her collar. We'll add some to the apron. Add a little bit of highlighting over here. I feel like there's going to be a shadow highlight that lives right there. And our little pleats of our dress. There would be some little highlights hanging out right there. All right, now let's stamp our sentiment. We're going to make sure we're lined up, but we have that sentiment nice and lined up. We'll pick it up, and then we are going to stamp it down using some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. And this is also going to give us a little grounding point for her as well. Now, at this point, I like to look at my image before I go on and add the embellishments to see if there's anything else that I need to do to make that a little bit more bolder or stand out a little bit more. I'm going to add just a little bit of color into her face. Just a little bit to add some shadow up in there. And just a little bit of shadow. Now, all I have to do is embellish it, and all I'm going to do, I'm going to add just a few clear sequins or rhinestones, gems, clear rhinestones. You could do some splatter if you wanted to. We're keeping it super simple since it is a one-layer card and it's more on the simple side. So let's grab us a few sequins. Okay, we're just going to pick our little rhinestones up and we will attach those. And our clean and simple one-layer card that has a lot of drama will be completed. All right, so there is our little Alice card. Happy belated birthday card. And as promised, if you stuck around to the end, here's the other 2 cards that I've already made using the stamp set. And you can see I used the same techniques, changed up the colors, but they still look super professional, and that's just that simple one-layer design. So here's a closer look at this card, and I will see you guys in the next video right over there. Stay crafty. Love you. Bye.